Hi everybody, this is Colin Bollinger. I'm the fitness coordinator at Westminster Palms. Today we're going to do a few stability exercises. So these might be a little bit different than some of the previous stability exercises you have done. What we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves into a position where we're holding a pose, so we're really activating those muscles that help stabilize. But when we do that, we're also going to add one element of motion with one of our levers, essentially. So we're going to do 3 exercises here. These are really good for balance. We do these in a lot of our balance classes. I'm going to show the option with some light dumbbells, but you do not have to do it with the dumbbells at all. Okay? So for the first one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it from the side. It's a regular lunge. So for your regular lunge, what you're going to do is you're going to step forward at least 2 feet. Can be closer to 3 if you want. Okay? Right now I'm stepping forward with my right leg. And I have my left leg straight back behind me. Make sure that the toe is still pointing forward. I don't let it go out to the side. Okay? What we're going to do from there is we're going to sink into a lunge that's comfortable for us. The great thing about these exercises is they're a great modification for any range and level of fitness, right? So somebody who's really fit is going to go all the way down and hold that position, okay? If you're not as fit, all you have to do is just bend the knees just a little bit, and that's going to engage those stabilizer muscles and help you to train them so you'll be stronger in the case of some situation where you're off balance, okay? So what I want you to do is go down into your lunge. With that, that means that you're going to keep your shoulders straight over your hips, just sink down in. Okay, you have your pressure in your back toe and your front right heel. Okay, most of the pressure should be in that front right heel. Do not let your pressure fold forward to your toes. Okay, once we're down there, all right, we're going to raise our left arm 5 times. Okay, so that's adding a little bit extra stabilization to those muscles. Okay, so here we go. You're going to sink down into the lunge. For me, that's a comfortable spot, wherever it is that you can be comfortable. Okay, you want to have a little bit of work, but you don't want to be in any pain. Okay, now you're going to take that left arm, all right, and raise it up nice and high. Okay, and then back down. Now you may also want to do this with a chair right here as well. Okay, raise that left arm up and back down. And you use that chair just there for stabilization. Even with the chair, left arm up and down. Even with the chair, you're going to get that work, okay? Left arm up and down. Left arm up and down. Good. And then when you push out of it, make sure you push up through your front heel to get out of that lunge, okay? Going to come back to that neutral position. And now I'm going to demonstrate this with a weight. Okay, like I said, you do not need the weight at all to make this challenging. For this one, the way that we're moving our arm, okay, you don't need a lot of weight. I only have a 2-pound weight, okay, because we're keeping that on a long lever there. You don't want a lot of weight with this one, okay? So, here I'm going to step forward with my left leg, okay, right foot back, the toes are still pointed forward, trying to sink down into our lunge. 5 arm raises, here we go. Down, okay, shoulders stay over hips, right arm up and down, up and down, up and down, up, down, up, down, and then push out of that through the heel, okay, and come back to your regular stance, all right? So, we'll go ahead and drop this one down and demonstrate the next one without the weight. Next one we're going to do, so we just had a regular lunge just stepping straight forward, right? What we want to do now is an angled lunge, okay? So with my right leg, I'm stepping at a 45-degree angle, about 2 to 3 feet away from my left leg, okay? So 45-degree angle, right? So if you can remember from geometry class, if we do this here, we create a right angle, which is a 90-degree angle, 45 right in the middle of that, okay? Here you're going to have very similar principles to our last one. You want your pressure in your front right heel and your back left toes. You want to sink straight down. If you need to, put a chair there to balance, okay? Even without moving your arms, you're going to feel your muscles start to stabilize and engage, okay? That's what we want all the way through, okay? This time, Once we get to a certain point, wherever we feel is comfortable for us and where we're sinking, we're going to dip our left arm down and pull it up 5 times, okay? So here we go. Sink down into that lunge. My pressure's on my front right heel, my back left toes, shoulders and chest high, okay? Sink that left arm down, pull it up, sink it down, pull it up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Push out of that with your front right heel. Come back to that neutral stance. Go ahead and come back. And now we're going to do the same thing with the left, and I'm going to demonstrate it with a weight. Okay, we can do a little bit stronger weight here because what we're doing essentially is a row where we use our back a lot more. We have a lot more power here, okay? So this is a 6-pound dumbbell. Left leg coming out to that 45-degree angle. Pressure in the left heel and the back right toes. Sink down into the lunge. Okay, here we go. Right arm, left leg forward, right arm up and down. Up and down. We're trying to stay as stable as possible. Try not to twist too much. You might have a little natural torso twist, but we don't want to twist too much. And down, and one more. Up, down, and then push out and step back. Again, you should be feeling that kind of shakiness, and that's a good thing. Those muscles tightening up, becoming a little bit stronger, all right? So, last one, all right, that I'm going to demonstrate here. Okay, we're going to do squat with a twist. I'm not going to demonstrate this with any weight. You can do this with a ball, all right? This is really, really good exercise, not only for falling, but for those people out there that are golfers, okay? A lot of rotational work in here. Okay, that's extremely important. A lot of injuries happen because of the extreme amount of rotational force that happens with golf. So golf's obviously an awesome retirement activity, but there is some pretty significant force that goes into it. So this is an exercise that can help prepare you to be a better golfer and also to be off the ground a little less, okay? So I'm going to go with my feet just slightly wider than my hips here. Okay, there's all kinds of different squats that we can do. But considering the fact that we're going to be twisting side to side, we want to have nice, good balance, okay? So when you go into your squat, all right, I'm going to show it from the side for just a second, okay? We want to just push those hips back and sit down a little bit, okay? Where there, you may feel pain in your joints, ankles, knees, hips. Wherever that pain part is, just stop there. You can go right here and right there. Even that tiny little bit that I just did, that engages those stabilizer muscles. I can work here and get a nice, decent workout, especially if I have a nice amount of time in this position. I don't have to go lower. There's no pain here at all. Okay? If you feel more comfortable, you can go down a little bit lower. Okay? Make sure you keep that nice, strong back. Okay? Natural S curve through your back. And you push your hips back. All right? And try and sit into it as much as you can. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this stance. Make sure your pressure, again, stays through your heels. Do not roll forward to your toes. That means that we're front loading and we're putting pressure in the front of the knees, and that's not what we want at all. Okay, the shins, all that area. So keep your pressure back to your heels. And if you feel like you're going to fall back, that's when you need to stop. Okay, so that you keep your pressure in your heels. When we go down, we're going to be in our stance, and we're just going to twist like we have a ball essentially in our hands, side to side, back and forth. Okay, some people are going to have lower abilities of rotation here. Some people might only be able to get here. Okay, wherever you can get that you're not going to be thrown off balance. All right, here we go. Sinking down into our squat. Okay, wherever is comfortable for you. Got a ball here, whatever I have. Okay, and turn and twist one way, and turn and twist the other way. So my legs are engaged. I'm not moving up and down whatsoever, not shifting side to side, back and forth. Okay? Keep yourself engaged. Should be strong all the way through the core, all the way through the low back. Strong, strong, strong. Okay? Back to center. We're going to go one more to each side. Okay? Twist. Back to center. Twist. Back to center. Push up through your heels when you're done. And that's what we have for today. So great job. There's a lot of modifications to these. So if it's something you're interested in, you can always look into a lot of more information about it. But these are great exercises to really help improve the muscles that are going to keep you from falling. And that's one of our biggest goals here, because we know what kind of damage falls can do to people. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you all down the line.